I'd like to talk to you today about setting profit targets. You see, when I ask a business owner how much money they'd like to generate in sales in a given period, that's usually the answer I get. It's usually a blank response. And then they say, well, maybe it's a 500,000, a million, 2 million, 10 million. And I say, how did you come up with that figure? And then that's usually the response that I get, blank. And then they say, well, it just felt good, or I wanted to add 20% on last year, or aren't we supposed to just keep growing and taking on more work? And none of those answers are wrong inherently, but wouldn't it be great to know exactly what your revenue target is and how you came up with that? So here's an example, and I want to recommend you work backwards from your profit targets to help you work out what your income generation target is. So in this example, again, I'm using round figures, okay? So bear with me here. I asked a client how much net profit, or I've called it pre-tax profit, you would like to generate in this given year after paying yourself a salary for the work that you do in the business. And let's say it's $150,000. We then added on top of that $300,000, which is the overheads. Remember, the overheads are the things that are hanging over your head every given month or year that you need to pay, the operating expenses. And that will give you the amount you require in gross profit. So the 150 plus the 300 gives you $450,000 gross profit, which is your real income, what you're keeping after paying the costs of doing the job. Now, in this business, we're keeping it simple. They had a gross profit of 45%, which means they kept $45 out of every 100 that they generated in income. Therefore, working backwards, that this business needs to generate $1 million in annual sales to be able to flow through to your $150,000 pre-tax profit. Now, let's say that the average job value was $1,000. It might be in a maintenance type. And therefore, how many jobs are required? 1,000 jobs, completed, invoices and paid for based on your income numbers to flow through, if these numbers are consistent, to give you your profit outcome. I trust that makes sense. So this time when you're looking at how much income you want to generate in your business, start at the bottom and work backwards rather than at the top, and see what you've got left at the end of the day. All the best.